Hello, welcome back. If this is your first time coming to the channel, I hope it won't be your last. I'm gonna always try to keep it exciting because I'm gonna maybe touch on some of the things other reviewers are talking about, and then I'm gonna try to get some things that other reviewers are not talking about. As Robert Frost would say, the road less traveled. But today we're gonna travel to New York and talk about a fragrance called Manhattan by Roja Dove. And it captures the scent of Manhattan, New York. It was released in 2022. It's got we're gonna talk about some of the notes. It's got a ton of notes, but I'm not, as I have said in earlier videos, I'm not a big spicy fan. So I'm kind of glad that he put this in the top so that it could burn off right away, and then we can get to the notes that I like, which are usually in the mid. And so it's basil, and there's in the top, there's lavender, and there's bergamot. And if you know anything about Roja Dove, he is the king, in my opinion, in the use of bergamot, but he's placed it in the top. In the mid, there's jasmine, there's Mayrose, and there is heliotrope and coconut. Now, I do get some of the coconut. I'm glad, as I said earlier, that the basil burns off pretty quickly, so I don't have to throw it in the garbage. But this is pretty nice. And in the base, there's patchouli, there's vetiver, there's tobacco, there's benzoin. The vanilla in here is really nice. I'm gonna show you, I got a little decant of it. I think it's like 5 to 6 mil. Here we go. Roja Dove. The juice is a pretty nice color. It's kind of lemony color. And of course, I recommend, and I don't get anything when I tell you, I just like to share. I'm not a gatekeeper, so I like to tell you where I get decants, and then I'll even tell you if I pull the trigger, and if I think that it is a full bottle worthy, in my opinion. I got this from decantx.com. Pretty reasonable price too. I believe this comes in either 50 or 100 ml size, and the price is above $350 to $380 at its highest point. I believe I've seen it at Joma's shop, $222. And that's not bad. That's typical of Roja. His fragrances do command that type of dollar. And I have a Roja that has the gold flakes in it, and it was above $1,200. Anyway, be that as it may, in my opinion, it's a very nice fragrance. It's any person 25 years old and older will appreciate this. What I like most about Roja Dove is he will take a vintage fragrance and make it modern and give it a vintage backbone, which I like vintage fragrances more than I do the modern, because it just gives you more than some of today's fragrances are really thin smelling, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but cheap. And I'm not sure if he really captured this. I haven't been to Manhattan, New York in a while. I'm not sure if he captured the essence of New York, but I will say that it is a very nice fragrance. I don't see anybody not liking this. My wife calls me the nose because I have an uncanny ability to smell fragrances and remember them even 30, 40 years past. This does remind me slightly if you were to say, take Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille, and you would take a Christian Dior, Fave Delicious, and those two married, this would be their baby. And so but it's not, as Roja would do. He wrote, as some of my favorite reviewers, one of them is Ramsey, would say, he Roja'd it up. But all I can say to Mr. Dove, well done. Well done, sir. And to you guys out there, hey, like, subscribe, leave comments. I do want to read them to make sure that I'm doing the things that you like. Subscribe and stay in touch. And remember, keep smelling good.